So when I was 12, I wrote the poem that would eventually become my first published poem. It was in Unfuturing zine. It's called Ambassador of Homosexuality. And I wrote it after a school bullying incident that involved not just homophobia, but assimilationism. Sadly, this always becomes more relevant as our political situation goes on. Queers like us ache to carve ourselves starring roles in the pageant called gay rights. Become picture perfect, assimilated gays who've never once had an emotional breakdown. Queers like us can't have problems, can we? If we do, you will realize your hierarchies spell death for our chosen family. So queers like us create the illusion of the normal. Erase the way a slur not yet reclaimed burns holes in luminous queer skin. Our relatives claiming they don't think of us as gay. And worst of all, we're free to be complicit in murder, to marry our oppressors, but in three-fifths of the country, not all that free from conversion therapy. Appeasement is our world. You might even feel, heaven forbid, embarrassed by your gay jokes in the chat if you realized your trolling was more earth shattering than annoying. We are the palatable queers in stock photos, wholesome TV shows, a legion of gay best friends, anti heroes, ghosts, drawn in eternal smiles and struggle that paints our existence as a tragedy. We don't talk about activist burnout. Don't talk about the perpetually stressed lesbians who cry all night to Kimya Dawson, wondering if the day after the revolution they'll finally get to take a deep breath. In your so-called representation, we're too stressed to recall the days when we were preschoolers who stared at the other girls, feeling like an alien being for aching to sit next to her at circle time and be her world. Sometimes we still feel like sad gay preschoolers, but we shape ourselves on the daily to win begrudging smiles of acceptance, sometimes softly pitying stares. Never the bring down heteronormativity with me baby kind of love that only queers can have for one another. Maybe we can become the queers who declare to straight society we are done being perfect humans. I am not your ambassador of homosexuality, doomed to keep smiling for your straight opinions. Never discover the liberation I can embrace, not your sob story. Not the teenage statistic you trot out at fundraisers in your cheesy suit and tie to make donors to your nonprofit feel straight and self important. And by the way, I might have even volunteered with you if only you had started an affinity group, but you didn't. And the last time you checked your privilege was never. So today our queerness is everything your heteronormativity stands against. Both a revolutionary force and the way my heart bursts into queer love and mild panic when I see any other trans person. Maybe tonight we can do our preschool selves proud. Our queer struggle is not yours to claim.